Assalamu alaikum, Shaykh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
We have a question on dhikr. Do we really have to say it out loud or even utter the words? Can we just say it by heart?
Bismillah, alhamdulillah, salatu wassalam ala rasulillah. There is dhikr and dhukr. Dhikr, it means pronouncing, which is the opposite of being silent.
Okay.
Dhukr, which is the same root, but just a different way of saying it, it means remembering. And that's the action of the hearts and the conscious. And the ulama rahimahullah said the best form of dhikrullah is the one that combines both, which is something that you say it, okay? And in the same times you are aware of what you say.
Right.
So you contemplate on what you say. So when you read the Qur'an, when you make the adhkar in the morning, after salah, in salah, you say it while you are thinking and contemplating on it. The second level, okay, here after that, we will say it depends. What the actions of the heart, the contemplation is not dhikr, it's tafakkur.
Right.
Which is contemplation. That's another different act of worship altogether. Dhikrullah, if we look at the ahadith in Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, the orders that we were giving, say, قولوا لا إله إلا الله,
Yes.
Recite, وَرَتِّلِ الْقُرْآنَ تَرْتِيلًا. And all these kind of orders, ordering us to say and to recite. And this is only happen when you move your tongue. When you move your tongue. So, and there is a hadith, I am with my servant, ما تحركت به شفتاه. When he mentioned me, when his lips moving.
And the hadith, لا يزال لسانك رطبا من ذكر
Yeah,
الله.
and also your tongue moist with dhikrullah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So in salah, in the adhkar, that there is a specific adhkar. In the salah, like Subhan Rabbi al-Azim, like reading al-Fatiha, like Allahu Akbar, Takbir, you have to move your tongue. You read the Qur'an.
You have to utter the words, right?
You have to move your tongue.
Right.
You should not just be thinking about al-Fatiha in your head and you don't move your tongue at all. And you're completely silent. That's something the majority of the fuqaha say it's must and it's very clear. Another group of scholars said, or those group of scholars debated among themselves, to what extent I have to move my tongue. The majority of the fuqaha said, تسمع نفسك. You can hear yourself. Because Ibn Abbas radiallahu anh said, in regard khufya, or khifya, يعني you mention Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala out loud, and ودون الجهر من القول, less than out loud. Also that you do it in secret. Ibn Abbas said you say it in a way that you can hear yourself. And that was reported from many of the early generations. So many scholars have said that you say it in a way where you can hear yourself. Other group of ulama rahimahullah said no, you only move your tongue. You don't need to hear your own voice. قال لا يشترط أن تسمع نفسك, because there is no proof for that. And Shawkani wrote about this in a lengthy way, debating this issue and challenging that there is no any proof that you have to say it in a way that you can hear yourself. And that's what Shaykh al-Islam rahimahullah seems to be his opinion as well before him, that there is no proof to say that you have to hear yourself. That's why من ذكرني في نفسه, in the hadith in Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, whoever mentioned me to himself. It did not say how loud, how he hear himself, just mention it to himself. So as long as your tongue is moving, that's enough and sufficient, according to the vast majority of the scholars rahimahumullah ta'ala. I'll say even, so there is some group of scholars said even if you don't move your tongue, you're still acceptable, but I don't agree with that opinion. So the best thing is to move your tongue. And there is athar an Umar radiallahu anh, very beautiful. Umar radiallahu anh was asked, why Abu Bakr he reads silence, but you make it out loud. Your voice can be heard. فعمر رضي الله عنه said, I do this قال لأنه يطرد عني النوم والوسواس أو كما قال, because it keep me alert, keep me focused, keep me not distracted,
right?
And that's so true. When your salah is, you say nothing completely, easily to be distracted, to be all over the place. But when you start moving your tongue and you hear yourself, you're actually enjoying the recitation, you're contemplating more into the words that you, contemplating on the word that you're reading.
And not to mention that when somebody is just thinking, just reading Al-Fatiha in his thoughts, there are so many thoughts that can come in, and he's not really actually reading Al-Fatiha at that point. Right? Jazakallah khair, Shaykh. Thank you.